Like, comment, subscribe. Been a light on the subject. See if anyone wants to play with old Davey today. This is some burnt ass tasting coffee, I'll tell you what, and weak. Weak. You can almost see through it. Whoever made this coffee did a horrible job. Horrible job. Shame on you. It's Sunday. Is there anybody out there who wants to play on a Sunday? That's what I want to know. Oh man. Now I got coconut smell on my sweater. Damn it. Damn it, man. What's up, Brian? How you doing? Tim, how you doing? How you doing? Coming back out next month. Coming back out next month. Where you been? You been hiding? Hiding under a rock? I tell you what, man. This coffee's some bullshit right here. It ain't even going to be worth the piss it takes to get rid of it. You took a year off. Okay. I see what you're talking about now. Hell, I'm going to be taking a couple more days off. I'm going home on Thursday. And I'll be off till Monday. Not quite a year, but it's still some time off, right? Ugh. Horrible. So I started stressing myself out last night. Let me tell you why. Last week, I booked the load coming to Fort Worth for the class. Then I booked the class is on Monday, so I booked the load Tuesday going from Dallas to Arkansas. And it's got 3 stops in Arkansas. The last one delivers at 11 a.m. While I was looking at that, I clicked on the what loads are available, which would have been the day I'm delivering, and there was a load going to Baton Rouge, which is only 238 miles from my house. So I'm like, hell yeah, that'd be my load home. I looked at that load and it says it picks up, it's an all-day window from 8 in the morning till 23:59. So I'm like, cool. It's 530 miles, delivers the next morning. Cool. I can, my delivery is at 8 a.m., 6 a.m., and then 8 a.m. So I'll be done by, 10, do a 10-hour break, or go pick up the trailer, go do a 10-hour break, and I'll have a couple hours to make it there by 8:30 in the morning. Last night I'm laying in bed and I'm like, wait a minute. There was a 3rd stop in Arkansas. And I looked, it's at 11 a.m. and it's 100 miles from where I got to pick up at. It's from the 2nd stop, which I thought was the last stop. It's 95 miles to the 3rd stop. And then back to the pickup is 90 miles. So now I'm doing the math this morning, and that's going to put me there at about noon to the delivery. And that's if things go well. If things went perfect, I'd probably get to the delivery around 10 o'clock, but you got to figure a couple extra hours for some bullshit. So I'm like, uh-oh. What am I going to do? I guess I'll call tomorrow and ask the agent, hey, does this load have to be delivered at 8:30 or can we push it out till about noon? Yada, yada, yada. It's a small mom and pop place I'm taking not even a full trailer to. So I'm thinking it's going to be okay. So this morning I'm just anxious as hell. So I call this morning and somebody answers the phone even though it's Sunday. And I tell him what's up. I'm like, hey, man, I don't think I'm going to be able to make the 8:30 appointment. can we push it out till about noon? Yeah, I don't see why not. That shouldn't be a problem. I'll tell you what, why don't you do this? When you pick up the load, just shoot me an ETA. That's dry van life for you right there. Because in reefer, hell no are you able to deliver a load later than its appointment time. They do not allow you, you know. I mean, it's a different animal, though. I mean, if this was going to a grocery warehouse, I'm sure I wouldn't have been able to change that appointment. I would have had to cancel the load. But it was so easy, which if I was thinking better, I could have figured this out when I booked the load, and I could have said, hey, I'm interested in this load if we can deliver it later in the day. Or knowing what it was and that I was delivering the day before and I was going to use some of my time that possibly could have a problem, I should have mentioned it when I booked the load. Hey, if need be, can I deliver this load later? But it's cool. I did that on another load where I was going to have to do an 8-2 split to deliver it. And I just said, you know what? I really don't want to do an 8-2 split. Let me just call the agent. Hey, yoda, yoda, yada, yada. Is this delivery in stone? Could I deliver it, you know, a couple hours later? Well, you know, because it delivers at 8 in the morning. Can I deliver it, say, at 10 in the morning? That way I can do a 10-hour break and not do an 8-2 split. As long as you get it there before 5 o'clock, that's all we care about. You're good. Golden. That's the one nice thing about dry van is you can play with appointment times sometimes. Not always. There's some places that have a lot of deliveries happening and they're like, no, you got an appointment time, you got to stick to it. But, you know, I deliver myself personally to a lot of small facilities. You know, when I deliver that Target load, there's no way I could have changed that delivery. They'd have been like, no, you're nuts, go away. But I ended up spending all night there too, getting unloaded, and they did pay the detention on that, just in case you guys were wondering. This is just hot water with some coffee flavoring. I can't drink anymore, that's just gross. Hot water with coffee flavoring. Somebody probably cleaned the coffee pot. That's probably a fucking coffee cleaner. On your way to PA from Indiana. Okay, right on. Just call the agent and make something up to push it out. No, I didn't want to make anything up because I could have canceled the load, Tim. This load picks up, that particular load picks up on Wednesday. So they have plenty of time to go ahead and rebook it. It picks up Wednesday, delivers Thursday. But the load before has 3 stops delivering on Wednesday. So I just wasn't doing the math right in my head, so I got myself in a little bind. Now, I'm not big on making shit up and lying and things like that, especially to, you know, outright. You know, hey, I don't know, I bending truths and things like that, I can do a little bit, but to just outright lie, hey man, my truck might break down that day, so I know I'm just joking. But I just figured if they said no, I mean, I could cancel it. They'd have Monday, Tuesday, and then Wednesday, because that load picked up from 8 in the morning to 23:59. So they had to have 3 days to get that load booked. So I don't think it would have been a big deal for me to cancel it. Once I was loaded, I never had a problem getting broker to shift delivery appointments. Yeah, I guess that would be because, yeah, you've got that load picked up. Now they'd have to deal with repowering it and everything else. But again, I didn't want to create a problem, so I figured I'd just do it up front and be upfront about it and say, hey, this is the situation. Can we make it work? Why do I have I just got a credit usage alert, whatever the hell that means. You're not lying because something always comes up in OTR. Yeah, that's true. Man, I feel disgusted. That coffee has fucking got me all fucked up. Quit cussing. I'm cussing like a sailor. You know what? Let's get rid of that disgusting coffee with some disgusting orange juice. How about that? It even smells funny. Oh, that's so good. Until about now. Now it's mediocre. Now it's getting worse. Okay, it's disgusting. But so the nice thing is now I'll be able to pick up that load, run it about 4 or 5 hours, do a 10-hour break, and then run it in the last 2 hours, 3 hours, deliver it. Then I'll have enough hours to go home. To where I was trying to make it, squeeze it out, and whatnot, and so on and so forth. And every scenario I was coming up with, I would have ended up burning my clock to where I would have to do a 10-hour to get home. And I couldn't do a split because I'd used too much time. So yeah, it was just, I forgot about the 11 o'clock delivery. Plus I didn't realize it was 538 miles from Arkansas to Louisiana. I thought it was more like 350 or so. So just a couple factors. And let's be real. Let me be honest. When I booked the load, I booked it more for it's paying good and it's getting me where I need to go, rather than when does it pick up and deliver. All I seen is you could pick it up by midnight that night. I was like, Bob, delivering first thing in the morning, I can do, I can pick it up, run it, and then do a 10, and because even if I did a 10 and picked it up, it's only, a 6-hour drive to go deliver it. I'll get there no problem. Yeah, that wasn't the case. Sometimes you just got to pay attention to what you're doing a little bit better than seeing money and then area. But what really sucks is if I wasn't going to go home, there was some pretty good paying loads I could have just turned and burned. Came here, dropped my load, and then picked up and went right back to South Carolina. There were some decent loads going back. But time to go see the missus. The missus says come home for Valentine's Day. That's what I'm going to do. Tim says, I was told by several brokers that they always have leeway on appointments because something can always come up. I was deathly afraid when I first started booking loads. I was afraid to become a problem. Yes, you're right. Well, and see, I started out in reefer, and you don't get to change your appointments in reefer. I mean, literally, if you're like, you know what, I need another hour, they'd repower you. No, we'll just repower you. We don't change appointments. They just, changing appointments in reefer is like pulling freaking teeth. So you made damn sure that you'd never be late and or, everything would be good. But it all worked out in the end anyways. It all worked out in the end. But it's definitely going to be a boring day. Just hanging out. I'm kind of tired and want to just lay down, but Billy won't let me lay down. He took the bed and kicked me out. Because the last couple of nights, both nights I woke up at 2:30 in the morning. So I'm kind of deprived on sleep. Van life is like salt life, laid back. Salt life. Oh, Billy got off my pillow. Look at that. He got off my pillow. Maybe I should run back there and take it before he goes and gets it. Did you go into your cage there, Billy boy? Huh? Did you go into your cage? Come here, buddy. Come here, buddy. Say hi. Say hi. Yes. Say hi. Yes, she's my good boy. You're stinky. You smell like wet grass. You smell like wet grass. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. You smell like wet grass. Oh, you need a bath. I should take you into the terminal bathroom and give you a shower. Whoo. Whoo. Stinky feet. Stinky feet. Stinky feet. Sticky Pete. Sticky Pete. How's the truck and APU now? So far, so good. Bro, don't lick my ear. That's gross. So far, so good, but I don't have much faith. This was the third repair on the APU. All 3 times it was low on Freon. I mean, obviously this time it needed a radiator too, but I don't have much faith in that. It's like, why are they not fixing the Freon leak? The truck, it's got a new condenser in it, so it's probably going to be fine. As long as the guy tightened the fittings good and everything, it should be fine. All the brokers mainly care about is communication, and that makes them happy, yes. Oh, my load this morning at Costco ended up being a pallet short. My first stop was supposed to get 13 pallets, and the second stop 15 pallets. The first stop said they took 13 pallets. The second stop only got 14 pallets. So that kind of worried me a little bit. It's like, what's going to happen now? And I called Landstar, and she said, would you try calling the agent? And I'm like, it's like 6 o'clock in the morning on Sunday. I said, no, I really didn't know what to do, so I called you to get advice. Well, I always try to call the agent first. Okay, that makes sense. I don't know why I didn't think about that. I'm kind of dumb, I guess. So I called the agent, and they actually answered the phone and said, just send us copies of all the bills, and you're good to go. Okay, cool. So hopefully that is left at that, and I don't end up getting docked on my pay. Oh, you were a pallet short, we're taking $500 from you. You know, nothing like that. Billy's laying his head on me. I like when he does that. He's so relaxed. He's like slumped over like a dead body. You're gonna be on this truck all day tomorrow by yourself, buddy. Hopefully you don't go poo-poo or pee-pee or nothing. Oh, buddy. No worries, that's the logistics, not a driver issue, especially when it's big companies like Costco. And you know what's funny, Tim, is they were like, at Costco, they were like, yeah, no big deal. He goes, I'm sure the first stop took it off. He goes, it happens all the time. They'll take half our product, we'll take half their product. You know, it just like no big deal. And they even wrote on the bills that's far in their notes that's probably what happened, that their first stop was at so-and-so, possible dropped off there. No, it wasn't a driver's count. It was a preloaded trailer. And as far as unloading, they made you sit in sit at the shipping desk, and you couldn't see the at the first stop, you couldn't see what they were unloading. There was all freight in the way, so you couldn't count it, watching them come off the truck. The second stop, where you were sitting, you were able to see the forklift go by, so you could count, the forklift. Oh, yeah, I ain't worried about it. It's just this first time that's happened. And get this. When I dropped at the first stop, there was no seal in the back of the trailer, but there's a seal number on the bills. So I pulled off the door, and there's no seal for me to put. So I went back in, and I said, hey man, was there a seal back there? And he goes, no. He goes, don't worry, we don't care about the seals. As long as we get our product, that's all we care about. I said, no, man. I said, I'll tell you what, I'm going to put my own seal on it. Will you sign that I did that? He goes, yeah, no problem. So I put my own seal on, wrote it on the bills, and he signed and dated it that I sealed it. Thank God. Could you imagine if it came back not, oh, well, the trailer wasn't sealed? That would, Billy, did you die? Oh, there you are. The way he was laying, man, you were slumped over like a dead body. Yes, you were. Yes, you were. Such a good boy. Oh, Trace here. Trace, Peterbilt 579 is here. And he's crazy ass reached down and just petted Billy's face after Billy's barking at him, wanting to attack him. He's reached down and pet Billy, looked up at him like, did you just do that and I didn't bite you? I thought he was going to bite him. But he didn't. So far he's only bitten his mama. That's it. Yeah, that Tim is from my Prime days. One of the things at Prime was, you know, CYA. And when you're dealing with food, you always want to make sure that trailer's sealed. If they don't put a seal on it, you put a seal on it. Because you don't want to deliver food and have them go, nope, throw that load in the dumpster because it wasn't sealed. We don't know if you put freaking cyanide in it. We don't want it. And Landstar, there's no unsealed loads. If they don't put seals on, you got to put your own seal on. But there was no way I was going to let paper towels leave there without a seal on it because, yeah, I can only imagine. Although, I guess they could see what time I left the one place and what time I showed up to the other place. It literally was 23 miles and it took me 25 minutes to get there, or 30 minutes to get there. So I didn't have time to go anywhere and unload a pallet of paper towels. Yep, when I was OTR, always sealed and locked every load. Yep. As a matter of fact, I got to go take my lock off this trailer. It's locked right now, even though it's empty, because I'm going to be doing a drop and hook with it, and I don't want to forget my lock. But I always lock empty trailers. I guess I didn't need to, knowing I was coming here. He's staring at me. Creepy. You're creepy, Billy. Are you creepy, Billy? It only took him 2 years to lay on me like this. Oh, man, I just realized I got my thumb on your wiener. I'm glad you don't pop your lipstick out. I'm sitting there with my belly laying there, and I feel something freaking on my thumb. I'm touching his wiener, or where his wiener's supposed to be anyways, or his balls. That's why I didn't want a boy dog, man, because no matter what you do, your hand always ends up on their wiener when you're petting them. Huh, Billy? Huh, Billy boy? Oh, man. I always sealed and locked. I got that just so I didn't open up. Yeah, you know what? Yeah, that's right, Tim. You don't want to open up. You don't want to open up to somebody sleeping in the trailer. They throw trash in the trailer, throw bullshit in the trailer. Because, you know, people are weird. People are weird. They'll throw freaking God knows what back there just to screw you up. If they would do away with the ELD, that would make me happy. Yeah, it'd make everybody hell happy. I mean, I'll tell you what, though, if you want me to be 100% honest, I would rather have an ELD than paper logs. I do not want paper logs, ever. What a pain in the ass. You got to write down, I stopped here, then here. Oh, how many miles was it from here to here? Okay, okay, I'm getting fuel. Nah, fuck all that. So, either do away with ELDs and have nothing, or keep ELDs. Yeah, it's just wishful thinking, Tim. Give me 5, buddy. Give me 5. Give me 5, stinky boy. You're going to make me all stinky for class tomorrow. Yeah, you are. You need a bath. Yeah, that grass out there, it's got some, he smells like strong, wet grass. It's gross. I don't know where I am at half the times. I hate paper. Yeah, exactly. That's the other thing. You'd have to, what city you're in. Oh, fuck all that. I don't know how you guys did it back in the day with paper logs. I don't think I'd want a truck. I don't think that, and no GPS. Have to look it all up in the atlas and write down directions. Ugh. We've gotten lazy with GPS because I remember back before Google Maps and all that. Yeah, I'd write down directions. Okay, go to Burnett Street, make a right, go up to Sycamore, turn left, so on and so forth. Now, I'm listening for the make a right, make a left. To have to actually look at a direction is like, well, how far up the street is that? You can thank us vets for running 3 logbooks at a time back in the day. Yeah, and see, I wouldn't have done that either, because it's like, why do I want to kill myself, risk my life, risk my CDL and all that shit to move freight? If they're paying so poorly that you need to work fucking 25 hours a day, there's something wrong. There's something wrong. They need to up the ante on that. I mean, right now with what loads are paying, I feel like we need to run 25 hours a day, but yeah. Yeah, I'm about ready for a nap. I think I'm going to take a nap. Bill, you want to take a nap? He's like, hell yeah. I'm about ready to turn the heater on, too. It's cold. I'm freezing my butt off. It came natural for us back then. I could catch up 3 logbooks and trip plan in less than 5 to 10 minutes. Yeah, fuck all that. Nope. Nope. I know everything is normal once you've been doing it, but for me to think about having to do all that, ugh. But we don't sleep 10 hours a day. No, I sleep about 6 hours a day. Well, 8 hours a day I sleep. What's up, Justin? How you doing, man? Billy says hi. Say hi, Billy. Say hi. Hi. Ouch. Okay, can you unbite me? He's licking my finger. My finger's in his mouth. I can feel his tongue going. You're nasty. You're nasty. You're nasty, buddy. You want to go into class with me tomorrow, Billy? Huh? You can learn something. You can learn how to be safe and run a business. Oh, I'm not looking forward to class. But maybe I am looking forward to it. Maybe I'll learn something. Maybe it will be a valuable class and I'll be like, damn, I'm glad I went there. Maybe. I sleep only 5 hours a day and still do, even not driving. I ran 15 to 20 hours a day back then. Yeah, see, fuck that. And that's why they did it, because really, should you be driving 20 hours a day? Fuck that. No way. I don't even want to run 10 hours a day. I'm comfortable running about 8, 9.5 hours a day. Well, let's see what I ran all week. Let's have a look. 9 hours, 33 minutes. 5 hours, 20 minutes. 9 hours, 34 minutes. 6 hours. 0 hours, 0 hours, 0 hours. 1 hour, 12 minutes. 8 hours, 52 minutes. 8 hours, 20 minutes. 9 hours, 5 minutes. And 7 hours, 30 minutes. I ran 7 hours today? Oh, that's because I started after midnight yesterday. Okay, I was like, well, fuck, I run 7 hours. No. How the hell did I run 7 hours today? Let's see. 1. Okay, so you got 1, 2, 3. I didn't run 7 hours today, even with on-duty time. What the fuck are they talking about? 7 hours and 30 minutes. Today's the 8th, right? Oh, today's the 9th. Okay, yeah, so yesterday. Okay. Okay, there we go. That looks right. I'm looking at today's hours going, I didn't run 7 hours. I only ran like 4 hours today. What the fuck? I ran like 2 hours today. Oh, man. I'll tell you what. 2 hours and 7 minutes. And I was off duty 3 hours and 26 minutes. It's easy driving nowadays. Well, yeah, you're not driving 8,000 hours, so you are based on 8 hours a day. No, Brian, I'm based on what I need to run per day, but it would be nice to run 8 hours a day. I don't try to get loads that are going to kill me, which there's a lot. At Landstar, there's a lot of them that you need to run balls out to get them there. Like that one load I took, I had to run 650 miles a day, which, you know, if you're running 65 miles an hour, that's a 10-hour day. Plus your pre-trip and so on and so forth. But yeah, I'm not trying to kill myself. I would like to only run 8 hours a day, sure, but I usually run, you know, like when I was teaming, we'd run 9.5 hours a day each, 9 to 9.5 hours a day. But as you can see, last week I, you know, did a 9.5, 5, 9.5, 6, and then this week I started my day at 1 hour, and then 9 hours, 8 hours and a half, 9 hours, 5 minutes. So I'm not trying to kill myself. My buddies tease me and say I'm a part-time truck driver, so I guess I am. I don't want to run more than I can handle, but I wish I didn't have to play these games with the 7.3, 8 Yes, Cliff. I see with EOS, I had to play that game all the time, and that shit was stressful. You're not sleeping good, not taking care of Billy good. So now that I'm solo, or I'm picking my own loads, I don't play the 8-2 split game. I mean, I will here and there, but I try not to have to do splits. Fuck that. I need to rest when I want to rest. I don't need to run, stop, and then get no sleep, and then run some more. The only rule I hate is the 8 hour 30. Dumbest rule ever. Yeah, I agree. You shouldn't have to take a 30-minute break if you don't want to. You're dedicated now, so you're on autopilot. Right on. You still liking that gig, I take it, huh? You're running 9.5 hours. That's what we were doing when we were teaming. Because basically we would run until the other person's 10-hour break was up. So if you did 9.5 hours plus a 30-minute break, there's your 10 hours. So that's what we were doing when we were teaming. But running solo, unless I have to run 9, 10 hours, 11 hours, I'm not going to willingly. I mean, there's just no point. Goddamn, I never noticed Trace was one skinny motherfucker. God damn. Boy doing meth or what? Splits are simple with ELD. It tells you when. Yeah, they're not hard, but they're harder on your body. See, that's funny, Tim, because I was trying to think, can I do a split and make that delivery? And then I realized no, because I'm going to use 9 hours, 10 hours of my clock and then go off duty. So I'd only get 1 hour drive time back after I did a split, I think. See, I'm not 100% sure how to think. I know it pauses the clock. And I know you'll get time back after so many hours. I mean, I think what I'm going to do is I think I'll set my alarm for 8 hours and see what comes back after 8 hours. Ah, fuck it. They said I can deliver it whenever. Why do an 8-2 split? And then I'll have to park for 2 hours before I can drive home. But to get the load there on time, that would make me feel better. I'll look at it after 8 hours and see if I get done. But I don't know. I can't tell you how many hours you're going to get back when you run. You know, when you do it. I just don't know. I like splits because I get bored doing a 10 hour, so I run splits all the time. But let's say I ran 10 hours, Tim, and then I did an 8 hour break. What would I be getting back? See, to me, I'm only going to get that hour back. It's going to pause my clock, and I'll get that hour for the 11-hour drive time, plus my 14 would come back, enough to whatever I stopped at. I'm in the Fort Worth, not terminal, facility, something facility they call them. Yeah, but that's the thing. I don't know what I'd be getting back if I did an 8 hour split or a 7 hour even, because I could do seven. Because if I got enough time back to finish it after a seven, splits cancels out the 30-minute breaks. Yeah. But here's my dilemma. Let me show you. This is my next, or from Tuesday to Wednesday. Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, I got to go 1,000 miles, 15 hours and 46 minutes. Whoops. Tuesday, I pick up there, 17 miles from here. And then Tuesday, I'll drive it to there, 262 miles, shut down. And then Wednesday morning, I deliver right there at Wheeler, which is, or no, I deliver here on the old Green Road. And then after that, I go up to Wheeler, which is 6 miles away. Then I got to go to Knoxville Street, or whatever it is, which is 92 miles away. After that, I got to drive all the way back to this Zero Street, which is technically this 5600 Old Green. That's the same place. So I got to drive all the way back there, pick up the load, and then deliver it the next day over in Baton Rouge, 534 miles. So as you see, I would have 534 plus the 90 plus the 92 plus the 6 all to do in, overnight. So yes, it can be done. No, it can't be done. That's 700 miles. 5, 6, 7. That's 700 and about 30 miles. 700 about 25 miles. So technically, it could be done if you hauled ass 75 mile an hour the whole time, which you're not going to be able to because you're going to be in little towns. But so it's 8, 9, 10, 11. So it's about 11 and a half hours to run in that one day, which, no, you're going to have to do a 10-hour break in there. Or a split, but if I ran 8 hours and I did a split, what am I going to get back? What am I going to get back? I don't know. Because as far as I know, that split would just pause your clock and hold it there. So if you ran 8 hours, or no, say you ran 10 hours and you did an 8-2 split after 8 hours, you're going to have 2 hours to drive. And then you do your 2 hours and you'll get those 8 hours. Then you'll get the rest of the hours back. So a split won't do me any good for this particular scenario. I need to actually do a 10. Yeah. But all those stops and it's only 1,000 miles. Oh, let's add going home. We forgot about going home. Let's add that into the mix. Add stop, guided search, bookmark. Let's go. We're gonna go to that parking where the truck's at. Add as via as last stop. Okay, so what did that do? That added. It's calculating, calculating, calculating. Come on, calculate, damn it. There it is. There's the third side. So it added 246 miles to go home. Yep, 246 miles to go home. So 4 hours to get home, no problem, because I'll probably only use 2 hours or so of my trip to finish off that trip. Yep. So I'll be home on Thursday evening, or not even evening. I'll be home Thursday afternoon. A lot of old trucks at Landstar, I've noticed. Oh, that guy owns his own trailer. He's got belly boxes and everything on it. That's an older trailer, though, it looks like. A lot of older trailers. I mean, trucks. Going. Studio sleeper. All right, guys. It's been fun. It's been real. It's been real fun. I will let you go. I will let you guys go. I'm gonna go lay down, maybe catch a nap, so I'm fresh. Talk to you later. Yeah, I'm not gonna even say it because you guys don't listen.